Hi, and welcome to Getting Gourmet. Today we are going to make a bulgogi, and I really love bulgogi. It's one of my favorite dishes to make and eat. But today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to make Bulgolgi Tacos. The idea came from one of the festivals that we have up here in the summer, and it's called Heritage Festival. And there, every single culture that you can think of will go around and they'll serve their food and their wares, and they'll show dances and martial arts and all the cool things that makes them culturally different. And so I went this year. I usually go every 2 or 3 years. And I walked around and we went to the Korean booth. And this year they had Korean Bulgolgi Tacos. So I thought, I like bulgogi, so why didn't I think of that? So today we're gonna make bulgogi soft tacos. Okay, so the things you're gonna need is bulgogi sauce. You can buy this marinade at Superstore if you live in Canada, or like a Asian superstore. Sriracha sauce for later. 1 onion, a few cloves of garlic. You're gonna need taco shells for tortillas. These are flour tortillas. You're gonna need coleslaw mix. Usually I would cut up the vegetables for you, but because there's just a lot of vegetables that goes into this, I just picked up a coleslaw mix. It works just the same. You just don't need the nuts or the dressing that's in here. So just toss those up. And then what you're gonna do is have at least 1 or 2 pounds of already chopped up beef. I've already marinated this for at least a day. You can marinate for probably 1 or 2 hours before cooking, but I've done this ahead of time. All right, let's get started.
All right, so let's heat up your pan at medium heat and just put a little bit of oil on there. Gonna take your onions, your diced onions, and your crushed garlic and roast them until they're nice and brown and caramelized. Here I'm going to put about 2 to 3 garlic cloves. You can put more or less depending on how much you like garlic. I prefer garlic. Once the onion and garlic is all toasty, add in your sliced beef that's already been marinated. So mix it in really good and cook until they're nice and brown. Now that everything's all nice and brown, take that coleslaw mix and dump it into the pan. Make sure not to drop the dressing or the nuts that come with the mix. Stir it up and then cover it and steam for about 10 to 15 minutes. You can add other vegetables in the pan, like bean sprouts, and you can use some tofu too if you like that. Once it's all steamed, just stir it again to make sure there's more moisture on the bottom, or a little bit less moisture on the bottom. And then strain it and put it on a serving plate and cover to keep warm. Take out a small saucepan and put it on medium to high heat. And we're going to put in probably half a cup of that bulgogi marinade. If you bought it from the store, just pour it in there. If you made your own, make a little bit extra and then put it into the saucepan. We're going to reduce it and make a sauce out of it. So once it's all reduced, it should be nice and sticky. Once it's reduced, put the sauce into a separate serving sauce bowl and set aside next to the tacos.
Awesome, we're all done. After you have cooked it on the stove, make sure you put it into a nice container like this. I only put it in a glass one just so that you can see all the nice vegetables and the color of the meat and everything. So I really like bulgogi. Bulgogi is one of my favorite things to eat. It's really easy and quick to make for a last minute kind of dinner. All of this took about 20 minutes as long as you pre-marinate your meat. So the meat is usually, if you want, you can buy fast fry, you can buy pre-cut stir-fried ground beef. If you want to cut it yourself, go right ahead. If you have a Asian supermarket close by, sometimes they'll sell the really thin sliced meat. It's really paper thin, you can almost see right through it, and that's the perfect bulgogi meat, but I couldn't find any this time. And I did find some sriracha mayo dressing that I like better than the actual sriracha, so you can do both. And then I got some tiny chili peppers for those who really like hot flavors. I'm not an extremely hot flavored kind of gal. I kind of like that mild medium sort of thing. I like a little bit of kick, but not so much that it burns my tongue off. Awesome, so let's try some of this. So this is how you're gonna wrap your bulgogi taco. You're gonna take the flour tortilla, put it on a plate and and then just grab some tongs and put on your bulgogi on top. So you want some more veggies. Okay. If you want, you can add rice to it. I have here already some rice. I don't really like it on top of the tortilla just because I have my tortilla. I'm gonna take some of the sriracha sauce. So you put on whatever fixins you think will go with the bulgogi. Usually I would have some kimchi on the side too to put on top. I really like that, or some dashi, some pickled radishes on top. It's really good. Is this even open? Not even open. So what I'm gonna do is put some of this sriracha mayo on here. Oops, my pumpkin pyramid. And then I want to put some of this bulgogi reduced sauce on top too. Oh, that looks nice. Okay, and then I'm going to take this side closest to you, and if you do know how to wrap a taco, you have a specific way to do it, and just go right ahead. There's no wrong or right way to wrap this taco. I'm just going to roll it like a burrito and tuck in one side, and then keep rolling. Oh, it ripped. Okay, so bite into this. Okay. So good. It is fun to make for a large crowd because you don't need a lot of ingredients to make a lot of bulgogi. And this just, making it as a taco, it really customizes what each person likes individually. If someone likes it more spicy, they can add more sauce. If someone wants less spicy, you can just put the bulgogi on top and then the reduced sauce and wrap it up and they're fine. It's really good though. It's stuck in my teeth. And I find that this is more of a fun, interactive way to have dinner with people. It's really good. Oh. Yeah, I like the sriracha mayo a lot better. It feels creamier already instead of that really hard kick. But either one will work out depending on what you like better. Awesome. Well, thanks for tuning in this week. I hope you enjoyed this recipe as much as I do. Oh my gosh. So like, subscribe, and coming next week. Thanks. Bye.